students, today we will discuss the submandibular ganglion. So the another name of this ganglion is Langley's ganglion. This is the another peripheral parasympathetic ganglion which is meant to pass the fibers or secretomotor fibers which are coming from the higher center to the submandibular gland and the sublingual gland. Now, so what is important regarding this ganglion, as we have discussed those parts with the another three peripheral parasympathetic ganglion. So what were those? That what is the type of this ganglion? So it is peripheral parasympathetic ganglion. Then is topographically this ganglion is related with the fifth nerve. Which part of the fifth nerve? That is the lingual branch of mandibular nerve. So that is important. Then is functionally this ganglion is related with seventh nerve. So that is important. Then coming to the different routes, as I have told you that this peripheral parasympathetic ganglion is meant for the supply, or it is taking the secretomotor fibers from the higher center to the submandibular gland and sublingual gland. So what are the different routes of this ganglion then? So as I have told you, this is peripheral parasympathetic ganglion. So it has parasympathetic route, number one. Then it has sympathetic route, then it has sensory route. Now coming to this parasympathetic route first. So what are those? The fibers for the parasympathetic, you can say the parasympathetic secretomotor fibers, they start from the higher center. From which part of the higher center? That is superior salivatory nucleus. Now from this, the superior salivatory nucleus, the fibers, they enter into nervous intermediate portion of the seventh nerve. It run in the along with the seventh nerve. So the fibers, they come down. So at this level where the cauda tympani branch of the seventh nerve it arises, the fiber, they take the path along with that cauda tympani. And that cauda tympani has communication with the lingual nerve in the infratemporal region. So the fibers, they enter into the lingual nerve. Now this lingual nerve is the branch of mandibular division of fifth nerve. Which division? That is mandibular. Clear? Now the fibers, they enter here. So then the fibers, they enter through the ganglionic branch into the ganglion, which is present in relation to the hyoglossus muscle. Now the relay of the fibers, it happens over here, and the fibers, they go and supply the submandibular ganglion. Now some of the fibers which are relayed in the submandibular ganglion, they re-enter through the connecting branch, along with which 2-3 twigs of the branches which are just hanging the submandibular ganglion with lingual nerve. So out of these 1 or 2 branches, the fibers re-enter into lingual nerve, and from this they go and supply the sublingual gland. So this is the secretomotor pathway. The fibers, they start from the superior salivatory nucleus present in the pons. So this is the pons. From this, the fibers, they enter into nervus intermedius. They run along with the seventh nerve. So nervus intermedius is the part of seventh nerve. Now the fibers, they along with the seventh nerve, they leave the seventh nerve through the cauda tympani branch, which is connected with the lingual nerve, and the fibers, they enter into the lingual nerve. That's why we say, because the ganglion is hanging with the lingual nerve, we just say that topographically this ganglion is related with the fifth nerve. But functionally, as the fibers are coming from the superior salivatory nucleus, from this the fibers, they enter into seventh nerve. So this is a seventh nerve nucleus. So it is going to enter here. So functionally the fibers are coming from the seventh nerve. And the fibers, they are relayed in the ganglion, and post-ganglionic fiber, they go and supply the submandibular gland, and some of the fiber, they re-enter through one of the branches of this ganglionic branches, they re-enter into lingual nerve to supply the sublingual gland. So next is the sympathetic route. So this is the secretomotor pathway. Now for the sympathetic route, so that is connected with the ganglion, but the fibers, they start from the superior cervical ganglion. So these are the postganglionic fiber. They come and they form a plexus around the facial artery. So from these postganglionic fiber, they reach the ganglion. They pass through the ganglion without relay, and the fibers, they enter into submandibular gland. And some of the fibers, they re-enter the lingual nerve and they reach the sublingual gland. So ultimately, these sympathetic fibers, they are meant to supply the blood vessels present in these two glands. So that is the fate of sympathetic route. Then is sensory route. Now this sensory route is basically, starting from the periphery, and they go along with the lingual nerve. So they also pass through the ganglion without relay. So the fibers, they enter into lingual nerve and they reach the higher center through the lingual nerve. So this is the sensory route of the submandibular ganglion. So with this, we are finished with the 4 peripheral parasympathetic ganglion. So that is what we have discussed is ciliary ganglion, otic ganglion, pterygopalatine ganglion, and this is the last submandibular ganglion. So these are the 4 peripheral parasympathetic ganglion. The fate we have discussed in detail. So that is, these 4 ganglia, they are very important. So what is important is their relation, topographically and functionally. So this is common. You can write the points which are important for each ganglion. Then the different routes, how the fibers, they reach their destination. So that is important. So if you have any doubt, you can write in the comment box. Thank you very much.